Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I've got a gift request from none other than Dan Sigurdson, who's up there in Canada. So, Dan, thank you for the gift and this request. Vincent Neil Emerson's song, Fried Chicken and Evil Women. And I had reacted to this song a couple of years ago. I don't remember the storyline of it. So, we're going to find out what this is. And again, but I'm calling it a review because I did it. And maybe on the first note, I'm like, oh yeah, I totally remember this, and maybe not. I didn't grow up on country, so they're not embedded in my psyche as much as the songs may be in yours if you grew up on it, because you maybe heard these songs over many times throughout. Maybe you know the whole album or multiple albums of artists. For me, I'll hear like a song, then I'll go on to another reaction, and then another, and I'm experiencing these songs generally for the first time. But it is fun for me to do them a second time just to see how well they either come back to me or how consistent I am with my ratings. So let's get into this one. Now, fried.
He woke up this morning with the blues around his head, an empty bottle in his hand, a stranger in his bed. So he rolled himself a smoke, tried to find his dirty clothes. How he ain't been killed yet, there ain't nobody knows.
Oh boy.
Well, the road is long and hard, can't you see? Some of us are lucky just to be. And he always said, I ain't living unless I'm free.
I get that.
Fried chicken and evil women gonna be the death of me.
I love the bass in this. It is kind of funny, though. He didn't say the booze or the smoke will be the death of him. He said the fried chicken. Why? But and evil women. That I get. The evil women thing I could get. It depends on how you're living. If it's really bad, one of them's going to take exception to you.
He was down in Vegas on a Sunday afternoon. Said, come on, Papa needs a brand new pair of shoes. He blew all his money, and like the fool that he was,
Right.
held up a Safeway, came out with 15 bucks.
Oh, jeez.
Well, the road is long and hard, can't you see? Some of us are lucky just to be. And he always said, I ain't living unless I'm free. Fried chicken and evil women gonna be the death of me. Yep.
That might be the final cause of your death, but all the shit you're doing is making it is going to make it happen one day, probably. Certainly be robbing Safeways.
He fell in love with a woman on a bus. They rode down to New Orleans, had on a family. Now all 6 of his kids are out raising hell like him. And he's turning old and gray with nothing left to give. Well, the road is long and hard, can't you see? Well, some of us are lucky just to be. And he always said, I ain't living unless I'm free. Now all these kids and this old gal gonna be the death of me. Yep.
Life is hard. No matter how you're living it, it's still hard. Yeah. No matter how you're living, life is hard. He obviously didn't get arrested and put in jail for robbing the Safeway and getting his $15. Got away with it. He was living a certain way, and then he met a girl, settled down, had 6 kids, and they're going to be the death of him. You know, I mean, you could have a sequel to this thing about how his kids, there's 6 kids are, I think, raising hell, and they're all going to be the death of him one day. So I guess it's one of these songs where it's not you reap what you sow. You do in a certain way, but in this context, it seems like he passed along his rebel ways to his kids, and now it's coming back. They're coming back to bite him in the ass. Nobody else got him, but now his own his kids are coming back to get him. So I love that, and I wonder what my commentary was, because I had reacted to this song a while ago. I don't know how long. I lose track of time now. Sometimes I think something was 6 months ago and it was 4 years ago, but I remember doing. I don't know what I rated it back then, but the theme of it too is I just love that where he comes around and he's like, I kind of settled down, and it was still going to be the death of me. So, all right, I'm going to rate this song. That was fun. I love the bass in this thing. It was more prominent in the beginning, and then the other instrumentation kind of, yes, it took over a little bit in it, but I just noticed, I mean, that was sort of what was, you just felt it deeply, but the lyrics in this, I love the way he sang it too. He just sort of sang it right on through, gave us a story, and then moved along. So, all right, I'm going to rate this song, and the number that popped into my head was it? Montauk Ed Special was an 8.9. I liked it. A goofy grin on my face. Kind of like a simple theme, but fairly well developed. The Safeway thing, though, robbing, and he didn't get caught doing it. I thought that's where it was going to go. Even though I reacted to it a while ago, I didn't remember exactly how the storyline played out. But that's how it went. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. See you on another video, and keep rocking the country.